now it's really all about sort of balancing and bug fixing and tuning and those sorts of things. So we're feature complete, we're content complete, and now it's basically just the road home of getting it all polished up, getting it all sewn together, getting the cinematics all in there, getting the music score. So it's getting all the pieces sort of wedged together and getting all the bugs out of it, and yeah, just polishing it up to something we're proud to show. The locusts never do anything normal, so it's always about how can they do something with some kind of creature in the way that, the Brumok being a tank and that kind of stuff, and the Reavers being their sort of, air support. And so the tickers are sort of their anti-vehicle landmines in a way, and they like to scurry around like roaches and hide, and then when they get close enough to the player, they'll like settle in and vibrate and then explode. So you got to try to either shoot them or you can actually melee them and knock them back and blow them up in midair. The whole thing about the tickers is that click, 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 click sound their teeth make, and so that gives you a clue like, uh-oh, tickers in the area, and I got to sort of watch the ground and never know where they're going to come from. The taller guys are what we call the Cantus. They're sort of the version of a locust monk. And they're equipped with the new weapons in the game, the Gorgon pistol, the burst fire pistol, and the ink poison grenade that they have that sends it out. And so one of the cool things is that if they take enough damage, they'll actually summon tickers to kind of distract you while they try to get away, and they'll roll evade out of the way and send tickers at you to keep you busy. And they also have a cool ability that they can actually revive at a distance. So while they're in the background, if you down a couple of drones and they don't finish them off, he'll do a chant and they'll get back up and go after you again. So you sort of have to kind of go for him first. We have the Centaur tank, and I think if you pay attention to the end of the demo where he says Reavers were one thing, but what a Brumok? I mean, there's at least 2 more vehicles right there. So we like them as sort of, we call them sort of like the sorbet of gameplay. It cleanses your palate and gets you ready for the next sort of core combat loop. And so it's something we definitely have in the game, and it's a lot of fun to just sort of lay out to destroy everything in your path. It's a lot of fun. And the big thing for us for co-op is like when you look at co-op, we feel like there's a threshold where you can actually break the game by having too many people involved. You can get in and all of a sudden there's like story events being fired off and bosses getting killed, and you're like, I was just picking up a gun and now we're on to the next cinematic. Like, what happened? I don't understand, right? So we really looked at it from a story perspective, like where's the right threshold for making sure the people that are playing co-op are actually still engaged in the story. And this is
whatever. He's still engaged in the story.
This is Mr. DiMaggio, AKA Marcus Phoenix from Carlos Ferro. And Dom, the cast members of the game. See, like I had like this much press, and now you just squashed
that. We're just not taking away from you.
Exactly. I appreciate that. I don't need notoriety at all.
No, it's all right. You got it. You got it covered. I'm going to let you do your thing. I'm going to step away, in fact, because I'll sit around and just go,
because you're known for not being able to talk.
That's true. I'm known for not being able to say a word. Absolutely.
To give an exclusive, I've changed my name to Dominic Santiago legally. So I'm no longer Carlos Ferro. Dominic Santiago.
Yeah.
He's going, Rod, interview.
Yeah, exactly. Marcus, interview. Marcus. Yes, that's it.
So yes.
Goddamn press and never let up.
Incoming!
It's hard to believe, but you can actually have too many players involved in the story when you're trying to tell a story. And so, bosses are getting killed, mission objectives are happening, cinematics are getting kicked off, and you're like collecting ammo and stuff. You don't really know what's going on. And so we said, let's keep it 2-player and let's allow that relationship of Dom and Marcus still to exist and allow both players to experience the story the best way we can. But there is that place where you say, like, you know what, I just want to get all my friends together and we just want to shoot a bunch of crap, right? We just want to kill everything. And that was what we came up with Horde. Horde was like, okay, we're going to have 5-person co-op, and it's just wave after wave of just, relentless, seemingly endless locust horde that you just get to go and just shoot crap with your friends and have a really good time. And so that's what we really felt like we could really add to the co-op experience of Gears 2, was this horde mode to allow for that. We're not going to ruin the story by having too many people involved, but when you get to that point where like I want to have a lot of people and I just want my friends together, Horde delivers that. In order to be really good at game development, you have to be ambitious. And I think to be ambitious means you have to have these stretch goals and you have to sort of overshoot your mark and say, yeah, here's what we could do on 8 hours a day, but we all want a better game than that. We want a bigger game than that. And so ultimately at the end, it ends up, yeah, we have to crunch to get it, but I think if you're not crunching, you're just not ambitious enough. You're not trying to get the most you can out of your product before you ship. We're really excited to have them all back playing. We're hoping to see them all online playing Horde and playing, all of our multiplayer game types that we have with like 7 in the box or even 8 with Horde. So yeah, really excited to get back out there playing with the fans. It'll be fun.